Hi, Terry here from Stamping Magic. Welcome back to my channel. Today's project is this card box. I've used the Sweet Little Stockings stamp set and coordinating stockings dies, as well as paper from the Sweet Stockings Designer Series paper pack. Now this box has been sized for a specific card. The base of the box measures 5 3/4 inches by 4 inches. And this is the card that I made it for. I've used all the same products and it's a double slider card, so you pull the ribbon and 2 hidden panels appear. You have a place on the bottom panel where you can write your message. If you prefer, you could place the ribbon pull on the top panel, so you'll be pulling from the top rather than the bottom, but I prefer to pull from the bottom. The card will stand up. I've incorporated a little stand on the back so you can display the card on your mantle. Now if you're interested in creating the card, I'll leave a link at the top right of the screen under the eye to that video. Today's video will just show you how to create this little box. These are all the measurements you need for all the elements required to create this project. So if you're interested in reproducing it, take a screenshot so you can refer to it later. You need 2 pieces of card to make this box. I'm using cherry cobbler for the lid and pool party for the base. The lid piece is just slightly bigger than the base. Now I'm going to place each of these into the Simply scoreboard in turn, and I'm going to score at a 1/2 inch on all sides. Because the lid is the same depth as the base, I'm going to punch out some part circles on the side to make it easier to remove the lid. Now the first thing I need to do is on the long sides of the lid section, just mark with a pencil at the halfway point. I'm going to use my retired 1-inch circle punch to punch out the part circles, but you could use any size circle punch or die, as long as it goes through your machine, to do this. Now all I have to do is line up that pencil mark into the centre of my punch and then punch out the part circle. And I'll do that on each side. The cutting required for this box is very straightforward. I'm going to hold my mat so I've got the long section towards me, and then I'm going to cut up right next to the score line, and I'm cutting to the left of the score line. So when I make a slanted cut on the little tab that's created, the score line is removed. Now moving across to the next corner, this time I'm going to cut just to the right of that score line and then make 2 slanted cuts on the tab. And then I'll repeat that on the opposite side. And then finally I'll repeat the whole thing for the base section. I can then go ahead and fold on all the scored lines and burnish them with my bone folder. To make each section up, you just need to add glue to each of the corner tabs in turn. I like to use wet glue, but you can use tape adhesive here. and then position it onto the adjacent side section. Now I'm just going to hold it until that glue takes, and I'm also making sure that the angle is at 90 degrees, so my box is going to be nice and square. Then I can repeat that for the other 3 corners on the base, and then repeat the whole thing again for the lid. This is the Sweet Little Stockings stamp set, and today I'm using the Christmas greetings sentiment and also this little pine spray. I'll be using Pool Party for the little pine sprays and Cherry Cobbler for the sentiment. And I'm stamping on some scraps of normal weight basic white card. The sentiment will be die cut using one of the stitched rectangle dies, and it's the second size down in this group. The little pine sprays will be die cut using the coordinating stockings dies, and there's a little outline die that will do that. So I now have my box, and then to decorate the top I've got a piece of the Sweet Stockings Designer Series paper which I'll layer onto a Pool Party mat, and then I've got my sentiment. I'm going to layer this onto a mat of Cherry Cobbler, and I've added dimensionals to the back of it, and then I've got my little pine sprays and a bow. Now the bow I've created using some of our glittered organdy ribbon in white, and it's just a very simple bunny ear bow. I keep the ribbon on the reel so I don't waste too much of it, and then using my 4 fingers I make 2 loops. I move the left loop over the right and through the middle, and then pull it tight, and that's the bow made. I just need to prettify it now by adjusting each of the loops. So you can keep tightening it and pulling it until you're happy, and then you can trim off the other end, and there's your bow done. To finish off my box, I'm just going to add a couple of our holiday rhinestones over the dots on the eyes on my sentiment. Now the blue I'm using from this pack isn't actually Pool Party, it's Coastal Cabana, but it's very close to Pool Party that it doesn't really matter. And that's my card box complete. All I need to do now is add my card. And here is the card I made to go inside it. So again, it's a double slider card, and it will stand up if you want to display it. And remember, if you're interested in making this card yourself, there's a link under the eye in the top right corner. Now here's another look at my original card and the box, and all the same products have been used for both the cards and the boxes. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this project. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notifications bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. Bye for now.